have two guests with me, Emma Harvey from Cutting Edge PR and Ray Wilburn. I hope I got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Now, Ray is Chief Editor at the Partners Guide, and today we're talking about the Partners Guide's Young Zambian Business Journalist of the Year award.
That's right.
Okay, now, one question I'd like to ask is, I think you have something very exciting to introduce to the listeners out there. So would you like to highlight to us what that's all about?
Okay, so basically the Partners Guide, we're a business magazine, and we feel it's very important for both the media to cover business and economics issues, but also for young people to discuss and think about business and economics issues, but also to have a platform to have their voice heard on such issues. So I think we've looked at the media and we've felt that perhaps there could be greater coverage of business and economics issues in the media, and perhaps if the people working in the media haven't got that interest or the knowledge in business and economics, then let's create and develop new talent that can come in and can start commenting on business and economics issues in a way which can have a positive impact on the nation's development. So we came up with this competition called the Partners Guide Young Zambian Business Journalist of the Year competition. Perhaps the word journalist is a bit misleading because we're not necessarily looking for someone who is a journalist or who's trained as a journalist. Mm-hmm. We're just looking for a young person who wants to commentate on business and economics issues. Looking at our magazine, the Partners Guide, it's designed and set up to reach key business and policy decision makers both within Zambia and also affecting Zambia. So the platform that we'll be giving these young people in terms of the finalists having their articles published, maybe they've got an idea which they've never had a platform to discuss, which can have a positive impact on the development of Zambia, because the magazine, it's distributed in places like Parliament, every MP gets a copy, State House, Cabinet Office, there's business class on Kenya Airways, the US Congress Library have just started ordering copies from us. It reaches a group in the UK Parliament called the All-Party Parliamentary Group for Zambia and Malawi. So on top of the corporate world, which gets a lot of copies of this, it's getting into the hands of really important people, and maybe there's something that a young person has got to say which can be picked up on by these people and actually have a positive impact on the country, on their own lives and the lives of the people around them. So we've come up with this competition to create and develop new talents that can commentate on business and economics issues and give them the platform to do that.
Right, that sounds absolutely amazing. Now, Ray, why did you decide to start this initiative?
I think it's just the case that we're looking at promoting the media in terms of covering business and economics issues, but also from our own perspective, we'll be launching a website called www.pgzambia.com in August, which will be featuring daily business and economics content, and we'll always be looking for plenty of people to be contributing to that, because we're looking at something which is on a daily basis. So the more people we can find that can contribute to that, the better, whether they're employed by us, whether they just work on a piecework basis. But I know this competition, it's going to help in terms of skills development, because whoever's selected as a finalist, they'll be undergoing a week's training which will be conducted by us. There's a gentleman called Andrew Mulenga, who's the 2012 CNN Multi-Choice African Journalist of the Year. We've got two media professionals coming down from the UK. One of them's a journalism lecturer who was a former editor of a magazine. There's someone else who's a journalist of the main newspaper in Scotland. It's got a readership of about 900,000 people. We're going to have guest talks by some of the captains of industry in Zambia, just to kind of boost up the business knowledge for the finalists. And we've also got someone giving a talk from the BBC as well. So whoever makes the final, they're going to have a well-rounded training. Whether they want to be a journalist or not, they'll know how to write a proper business or economics article. So we're looking at that from a skills development point of view, but also from an opportunity point of view as well, because getting to the final of this competition, you're going to be connected to some of the captains of industry. I know one of one of the comments that I was making on another radio feature was that perhaps a lot of people maybe don't want to get into the journalism industry because they feel maybe it's not well paid. But if you're writing about business and economics issues, you're basically meeting important business decision makers on a daily basis that can help open doors to you. So one of our sponsors, actually, a gentleman called Sasha, who runs the wine shop, he said, yeah, absolutely. If I had a young, intelligent person that can write about business issues knocking on my door, I've got plenty of work for them because I need people to be writing positive things about my business, and it's difficult to find these people. So the competition, it's also going to create employment and wealth creation opportunities as well.
You know where you heard it first, people. This is Africa's Modern Radio. Emma, you've been a bit too quiet there. Can I ask you basically, who is eligible to enter and how can they enter? Because Ray has basically highlighted what's going to happen after one enters the competition. So who's eligible to enter?
Right, well, basically, as Ray said, the word journalism in the title of the competition might be a bit misleading. And really, it's actually open to anybody who has a grade 12 certificate and was born on or after the 1st of January 1985. So it's
1985. I'm trying to do my math, meaning I'm not eligible. I'm too young.
Too young?
Yes.
It's not born on or after. So it means
on or after.
1985, 1986, 87, 88, etc. So
okay,
if you're born before 85, like 84, then you're not eligible.
Okay, all right, then I'm eligible.
You are, so we hope to see you there. Come on, get involved.
I'll definitely do that. So basically, are you done with the eligibility, or there's still more?
Well, that's the eligibility, as it were, but the contestants need to submit an article between 1,200 to 1,600 words on a business or economic topic they feel is important to the development of Zambia, along with their NRC, CV, the grade 12 certificate, as I already mentioned, or equivalent. And they also need to include 250 words on why it's important for the media to report on business issues in Zambia. So those items need to go through to journalism@pgzambia.com or info@partnerszambia.com. So those are the two email addresses.
All right.
And then the deadline for that is the 21st of July.
21st. Okay, so you do know that you have, roughly about a week, 6 days, to make sure that you are a part of this great initiative. Otherwise, as we wrap up, basically, I want to find out, how does this tie in with your organization's values, and what are you looking to achieve at the end of all this?
So I think that's more of a question for Cutting Edge, because they're one of our commercial partners in this. So Cutting Edge, they're looking after a number of PR issues for us in terms of the event management, coming on some of the media programs like this, writing copy for us, helping to manage the Facebook page, which is Partners Guide Magazine, and our Twitter, which is @PGZambia. So Cutting Edge are one of our main partners in this. So I think that the question is more in terms of, why have Cutting Edge decided that this is an important initiative for them to support?
Right, okay, so for us at Cutting Edge, media relations is something that's part of our service offering, and it's extremely important part of our business. And basically, the reason it is so important is because we need to know that the business journalists and journalists across the board who we are entrusting with our clients' brands, that they are competent enough and have the passion really to look after our client brands. So it's extremely important for us, and that's why this initiative hits so close to home for us. Because obviously we work with media journalists, so it's not just, and also of course it's not just about us, but it's about our outward community and making sure that there aren't any excuses left out there, because I think it's a common complaint, not just in Zambia but all over the world, for young people to shrug their shoulders and say, oh, I just can't do it because of this and I can't do it because of that. And I think this competition for us is just exactly that. It's an answer to that. Like we said, you don't need to be a qualified journalist, you've just got to have the passion and obviously be eligible, but still, I mean, it's a great opportunity for us.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much, Ray and Emma. We're definitely at the end of this. Any last words before we go?
Yeah, I just mentioned we haven't even discussed the prize. So the winner of this competition, they'll be sent courtesy of the Embassy of Sweden to go to Sweden for 4 days.
Wow.
Where they'll be visiting Parliament, a couple of ministries, one of the leading daily newspapers, as well as an organization which is designed to promote the use of the written word in areas of high unemployment globally. So whoever does win this competition, they're in a month's, 2 months' time from now, they're not going to be the same person they are now.
All right, so jump on board on this life-changing competition, be a part of it, and thank you very much, Ray and Emma, for coming to visit us right here in studio. I know lots of people out there have definitely caught on to what's happening, so be sure to have lots of entries coming your way exclusively to all this that we've just talked about.
Thank you very much.
The more insurance cover you get, terms and conditions apply. Insured by Africa Life Assurance and powered by Micro Insure.